Hey Greg, just wanted to say a quick thank you for all the coaching and one-on-one help you provided while I had the opportunity to train with you. I hope this next chapter of your life goes smooth and well. I'll be praying for you, and I hope you have fun rolling with Vikings out in Minnesota. See you, dude.
Oh, hey Greg. I remember recently at our academy, one of the new guys asked me about you, and I was like, Greg is one of the nicest guys and most helpful guys in all the academy. I would explain to them how when I dislocated my elbow, you were there for me in the emergency room all the way up until when they actually removed the sling, how you would help me with different exercises and mobility drills to improve my recovery time. They would then ask me how I dislocated my elbow, and I was like, well, that was because of Greg. But it was because we were at a new academy and I slipped and my elbow just popped. It's just ways it happens. But that's the type of person you are. You are willing to help someone through thick and thin, and I'm eternally grateful for that. Greg, I'll miss you, but I will see you on the other side. Take care, Greg.
So I want to share my thoughts on Greg and everything he's done and helped me out with in my jiu-jitsu and in life. Just training with him has been humbling with every roll, every feral animal growl that he does. I know I might be doing something right or I might be doing something wrong, and he's gonna make me pay for it. And that specialty of being able to talk to him after class and get some pointers after every roll. And the best part is it's all genuine, it's all humble, and every time he gives that advice, once you implement it, you're able to do leaps and bounds in your jiu-jitsu. He's also helped out a ton with my SI joint. Greg knows the reason why my SI joint flares up, and it's been helping me out in other aspects of my life. So Greg, I'm wishing you the best of luck, and bon voyage, and we'll definitely be rolling soon when you return. Thanks a lot also. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Us.
Hey Greg, I just remember my very first day of jiu-jitsu. It was in Denellen. Me, you, and Dave, that was it. That was a whole class. I had just barely learned how to tie my belt, and Dave told you to kill me, and boy did you kill me. You submitted me God knows how many times, and ever since then you were one of my consistent training partners, and I learned a lot from you, so thank you very much. You're going to be missed, and if you're ever around, come visit, and if I'm ever in the area, I'll definitely come visit.
Hey Greg, just wanted to wish you the best of luck as you open this new chapter in your life and make the big move out to Minnesota. I'm definitely going to miss you, man, and when I think about you and how important you are to the team, I always remember when I walk onto the mat, there's usually only one person that volunteers to help new people, and it's always you. And I hope you recognize that you're a really important part of the school, and all of these guys that have trained and come up the ranks, they all owe you quite a bit, because they're all a product of your patience, right? A lot of the upper belts don't want to work out with white belts, but you always volunteer to do that, man, and your patience is one of your best qualities, and it makes you a really important part of the school, and you're a gift to any school that you join out in the future. So yeah, we're all going to miss you, and we hope you come back someday, and I hope to visit you out there. But best of luck, man. Take care.
Hey Greg, just want to say good luck to you, man. In this next step in your life, I wish nothing but the best for you, man. And thank you for everything you've taught me. Thank you for taking me into those deep waters. Even though those rolls were absolute agony, they were some of the best I've ever had, and they're so much fun. You've taught me so much about my game, so much about myself. And you know, you learn if it works on everyone else, but it doesn't work on you, it doesn't really work. And you know, you're standing on that mountaintop that everyone wants to get to. You have such a great combination of technique, skill, and tenacity that almost nobody brings to the table. And I'm gonna miss you a lot, man.
my Greg story is very similar to, the people who are here or people who have trained with Greg. I walked into the gym. I think it was either my first class or my first week training. It was a no-gi class. You didn't know what someone's rank was. And, I looked at Greg and I saw that he was probably 3 or 4 inches shorter than me. I probably had like 20 pounds on him. And I was like, oh, I'm going to maul this kid. And like, I wrestled for, 6 months maybe, or 1 season in middle school, not even in high school. And I saw Greg and I was like, I'm going to maul this kid. And little did I know that Greg was a beast, right? Like everyone knows he's a beast and he has a go button, and he literally beat the brakes on me. I think he was a blue belt at the time. And probably submitted me like 10 or 15 times in like a 4 or 5 minute roll. And, like that day I learned that jiu-jitsu is about being humble and not walking into situations thinking that you're going to be dominant or whatever have you. And, I also want to tell another story. One time was like, I think it was also like when I first started training, I was like a poor, just graduated college, didn't have money like that. And, I think it was after a belt ceremony. I don't know if Greg remembers this, but like, I was like, yo, Greg, after a belt ceremony, we all like went to the bar or something. And I was like, man, Greg, I was like, I really don't have it, man. I just filled up my gas tank, and I was like, I can't hang out with the guys cause I'm like broke right now. And Greg was like, nah, I got you. Like he paid for like a beer and a meal. And like, I just appreciate that. Like, it's just like something random, but I definitely appreciate that. So I'm going to miss you, Greg, and I'm going to miss training with you and just being there. Just someone always too, to just listen. Like I've always like talked to Greg and just definitely appreciate who you are as a person. So dude, love it up, live it up, enjoy Minnesota. See you soon, brother.
Greg's story was, it's since I've been training with him, they say jiu-jitsu has peaks and valleys. I always saw Greg as being the gatekeeper of that peak to kick me down the fucking valley, to be like, nope, you're not that good yet. I'd come in, I'd be busting my ass, I'd feel good, and I'm like, let me roll with Greg to see where I'm really at. And if I kind of caught him off guard, or if I kind of make him go one way then instead of the other, I was like, all right, I'm good. But then after that half a second of Greg being surprised or caught off guard, I'd get the wrath of hell brought up upon me, and that's him just kicking me down the valley. Greg, I love you, man, and I hope you're nothing but the best.
Hey Greg, congratulations and best of luck to you. I just wanted to say that I appreciate all the time you took in training and helping me deal with all the different injuries. I'm gonna miss training with you. You're always a great partner to train with, and learn a lot from you. And just wanted to say again, best of luck to you, and hopefully we get to see you again sometime soon, whether we come out to visit or come back and visit here. We'll miss you. So best of luck. Bye.
Well, Greg, just remember rolling with Greg, and always remember that feeling of like after I roll with Greg, he's like, wow, that was a tough roll when we're so technical. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, what observations is he making? Because this guy just walked through my guard, smashed me, and how was I tough? But I think that's going to be probably a lot of people's experience with Greg, wherever he goes. But I learned real quick to have respectable, friendly rolls with Greg so that we can have fun and I don't have to get berserk, Greg. But I wish you the best, brother. Always one of my best training partners. Best thing about you is off the mats, just a great dude. And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you pushing my pace and learning from you and having the best rolls ever, man. So best wishes to you. We'll miss you. Much love.
Gregory, I know that with this impending move, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of things that you've gotten used to while living in Jersey, you're gonna miss it, just like we are all gonna miss you. But remember from our conversations, think of this as a new experience, a new way to improve yourself, to work on your personal development, which is something that you have been aiming for. One advice I can give you when you get there is, if you feel like the gyms there are not up to par providing what you need, there are ways to address that. That was something I had to do when I was in Boston, whether it be creating my own drilling groups, whether it be choosing very specific partners, very specific techniques. If you're struggling with that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to share my experience and help you out. I will miss our conversations, Greg. I will miss you yelling at me when, after putting me together, I don't listen. I run right back to training and get hurt again. But brother, I think this was going to be a great experience for you, a great time for you. I'm so happy that you found someone that you could be with, and I will miss you, but I look forward to the next chapter in your life.
Yo, Greg, best mat enforcer ever. Nah, all jokes aside, man, I'm gonna miss having you. You were a huge part of the school, and you made us all better. And I mean that. You pushed me, you pushed the whole squad, and seriously, the room wouldn't be as good without you. So, man, I hope you enjoy the next chapter in your life, man. I'm excited for you. All right, man, later.
Greg, I remember asking you to help me with a demo at a little kid's birthday party. And we stuffed a bunch of puzzle mats into my car, drove to Rahway, and we did this demo in front of a bunch of 6-year-olds. And we got paid. Well, I got paid because you wouldn't take your share. And there's so many stories like that. Every time I ever needed you, you have come through. You're a great friend, and whatever friends you make in Minnesota are very lucky to have you. We will miss you, bud.
Come on, boys and girls, gather around. It's Master Mike story time, and this story you wouldn't want to miss. It's the story of the wolf in sheep's clothing and his 2 bad friends. These individuals could change themselves and transform themselves into animals. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. This is a story of a sheep who could transform into a wolf, that had 2 friends, one who could transform himself into a red rooster, the other who could transform into a big panda. His 2 bad friends, the big panda and the red rooster, convinced the sheep to start doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and then they even convinced him to try and compete. Now, they knew the sheep was shy and reserved and did not like to be put out on the big platform of competition, and he expressed it to them several times. But the red rooster, he was relentless, and the big panda, they convinced the sheep to go to compete. So the sheep goes to compete, and he looks flustered. He looks shy. He looks nervous. His opponent looks across the ring and says to himself that I'm going to devour this sheep. But little does he know that the sheep was only one move away from transforming into that very bad wolf that you don't want to see. His opponent goes out of the ring several times, causing the sheep to get flustered. He gets a warning for going out of the ring and ending up under the scorer's table several times. The sheep's fangs start to come out. His nose starts to elongate. He grabs his opponent's leg and drags him back into the ring and begins to maul him, as his 2 friends look from the sideline, yelling and smiling all along the red rooster and the big panda. The wolf devours his opponent, and has his hands raised in victory at his competition. His opponent looks at me and walks over to me and said, "That guy is a beast. He's the hardest person I ever rolled with. He devoured me. And I looked at him and I said, now you know what the fuck I deal with every night when the wolf comes out and devours you when you attempt to pass his guard or sweep or a submission. No submission. This is the story of